Now, just think about this, please.
Grandma, I've been doing nothing but.
You're really going to do this to your mother? The day before she gets married? A day that you have waited for how long? You're really going to do this to your sister, to yourself?
I've wanted a lot of things I'm never gonna get, Grandma. It doesn't give me a license to steal. We stole Brooke's life. She has nothing now except for a foundation named after you. You know, whether I do this with you or without you, once I walk out that door, I'm telling the truth. All of it, starting with my mother.
What is taking Grandma so long?
She's probably upstairs, cooking up a surprise for the bride-to-be.
Oh, no. Yeah, in that case, I will forgive them. But for now, without further ado, it is time for everybody's favorite bridal shower game.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, I'm not playing Truth or Dare with Jackie, that's for sure.
Oh, baby. What's truth or dare?
Okay, well, we are nice women, so we're gonna play nice. The first one is, how well do you know your groom?
Oh, gee, half of us have lived with him and half of us haven't.
Really?
We're not playing for money, are we?
Come in.
It's about time.
No. No, your mother's at Taylor's shower. Who would have thought you had a million things to do today? Well, you're getting married tomorrow.
All I have to do is show up.
Can I fix you a drink?
Yes.
Why are you again rushing into this thing, or does my asking make me a meddling old man?
I just don't feel like seeing anybody.
Mom, this isn't good. You're closing yourself up in the house. You're cringing every time the doorbell rings.
I need a little more time.
Hello. We brought shrimp scampi. And they won't be as tough as chewing gum this time because I'll be cooking.
That's very sweet of you wanting to do this for me.
Well, no, it's not sweet, you know.
We're not really sweet.
We're not sweet. No.
I'm just not really in the mood for company.
Well, that's good. We aren't either, so it'll just be us, family.
You don't understand. I drove Ridge away, and he's getting married tomorrow. I'm so ashamed.
Yes, I know I'm rushing things.
Why?
Maybe I'm afraid of what I might do if I wait.
What you might do? Regarding Brooke, you mean?
Maybe I'm afraid I might forgive her.
I'm sorry.
Honey, we don't need apologies.
You know, I don't know how any of you can look at me right now.
Oh, stop.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine the day after tomorrow. Excuse me.
None of this should be happening. None of it. She needs to march right over to Taylor's house and tell everyone that Thomas is lying.
All right, you're feeling guilty.
Yeah, after what I did?
And perhaps a little regretful. Deal with it.
Wait a minute, Stephanie. Regret and guilt, these...
Stop it. This is a test. All right? You're going to make a decision. You've made a decision, and you do it in just a moment. And it's true. You deal with the consequences of that decision for the rest of your life. I thought you were man enough to do this. Am I wrong?
I don't trust myself to say anything about Brooke right now.
I know.
Your mother has taken a kind of grim pleasure in driving home to me the fact that I only thought I knew Brooke. Maybe she's right. Maybe anybody you know, no matter how well, is capable of doing things you don't expect.
Oh, I don't know. Not exactly what you'd call full of surprises these days.
No? You're getting married tomorrow.
True.
And when I was married to Brooke, No need to get into all that.
You have every right to.
I've always had that. The day will come when you forgive them, Ridge. And you'll pay a price, a very definite price. But it's going to be your turn to pay it.
I know, you think I'm in denial, that I'm not facing reality.
I think that you love your mother, and we love her too. Nothing's gonna change that. But we have to believe her when she says that she accepts what happened.
Dinner's ready. Is Brooke still upstairs?
Can I ask you guys something?
Yeah.
What drugs have you done in your life? Okay. I know you're my aunts and you're supposed to plead the fifth on that one. But, okay, if you're on LSD or speed, or even if you've had, too many martinis, does it completely change you into like a totally different person?
Well, it can definitely lower your inhibitions.
Okay, fine. It'll make you do things that you wouldn't ordinarily do when you're sober. But, I mean, will it make you do things that you would never, ever, ever think twice about doing in the first place?
I would say the answer to that is no.
Then why are you and some of the people closest to you so willing to believe that you were sexual with Thomas?
Look, Stephanie, I love you, but I can't stand here and let you tell him that he's not man enough because he wants to correct the damage he's done.
I'm sorry that Tom found it necessary to drag you into our family business because it's really none of your affair.
Okay, well, what you're doing to him, that is my business.
Oh, is there some committed relationship here that I'm unaware of?
Yes, since I committed myself to helping people who have the guts and the conviction to turn their lives around, which is what I thought you were doing.
You know, if you do this, you'll destroy whatever relationship is left with your father.
So what you're saying is keeping quiet out of fear, that's the strong thing to do.
You want me to say that we've done the wrong thing? Fine. What we did was wrong. It changes nothing, Tom. Two wrongs don't make a right, but sometimes there's no other way.
Grandma, what does that have to do with anything? Brooke never took anything from me.
You just stood here a moment ago and said we stole her life. The only stealing that went on is she stole your mother's marriage. Your mother is an intelligent, competent woman. It was a big, hard, knockdown, drag-out fight, but Brooke did it. And she stole my husband, and she married your Uncle Thorne, for crying out loud.
Fine.
So I'm sure what you're feeling is more than justified, but that's not how Thomas feels. Stephanie, do not use him to fight your battles.
My battles? What the hell do I win here? For crying out loud, I could be dead in a year. Come on. It's his parents' happiness. It belongs to them, not to me. An eye for an eye, honey. Harsh as it sounds, sometimes it's the only justice you get in life.
Something happens when your own son betrays you. Before then, he's your pride and joy. He's just a younger, better version of yourself. And you take great glee in every accomplishment. Every accomplishment he makes as if it was one of yours, and it is one of yours because he is part of you.
And afterward?
Afterward, you watch your back. Because he's just another man who wants what you have. You think he's you when you were young, but he's not. He's not you. He's the end of you.
I'm sorry.
I remember I was a son. There comes a point when the very definition of a father is the thing that's in the way. Well, my day is done. I have nothing you could possibly want anymore.
Just one. Be my best man tomorrow.
Does it matter that I feel very strongly you shouldn't be doing this at all? And that the risk of hurting Taylor is unacceptably high?
I can't ask Thomas. He is standing up for me, but he can't be my best man.
All right. I'll be your last resort. What's a father for?
I don't want to argue with anybody.
We're not arguing. Just come here and sit down and eat, okay? You know, we don't even have to talk.
I just think Hope needs to understand. Most of my adult life, people have been telling me things, Stephanie in particular, that I have no morals, no conscience, no impulse control, and things much worse. I always felt like it was a persecution and I had to stand up for myself. But there comes a time when you have to look at all of the evidence. What I did to Bridget, what I did to you. Now to Thomas, I don't think those berries changed me into a different person. I think they made me look at the person that I really am. And now it's just too late to change it. I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but I'm not hungry. Sorry.
We told people to come at 10, but you know we won't start on time.
Suppose I have to give a speech.
Just a little one.
Shall I tell about how you and I spent our whole lives competing for a woman's attention? Your mother's and Brooke's? And how I was always runner-up?
No, not that speech. Tell about us building a treehouse.
We didn't do that.
Or how you taught me to drive and I steered us off into a ditch.
Your mother taught you to drive.
Then just say how proud of me you are. And look at Thomas when you do.
I'll think of something.
How about we never talk of this ever again?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Is she out there?
What is she doing? She'll be okay. No, she won't.
Really nice.
Oh, Stephanie, where have you guys been?
Whatever you've been plotting, you spring it on us quickly. Please save us from these excruciating shower.
No, there is still one more game, okay?
Well, but Thomas can't stay. He's a boy.
Yes, he can. He lives here.
Come on.
Come on
Take a
over.
seat. Sit down.
Okay. What's the game?
The last game is, what's the best advice your mother's ever given you?
Oh. And the winner will receive this hot title straight from the clearance section. How to Beat a Man at Everything.
I need that book.
No, I want that book.
I could write that book.
Well, we cannot let this fall into Thomas's hands. Daisy, you've got a lot of catching up to do. You start.
Okay, the best advice my mother ever gave me was loving the person means not just loving who they're trying to be, but loving the person who won't let them.
It's a very wise woman.
Well, the only advice my mother ever gave me was to have fun with someone poor, marry someone rich, and thank God I didn't listen to her.
Is that me now?
Yes.
Okay. The best advice that our mother ever gave me was that nobody would love me the way that she did. And I pray to God that nobody ever will. Get it?
Okay. The best advice my mother's ever given me was to never cut my hair.
Oh.
I'm kidding. No. It was to believe in something with all your heart, because belief is the only map we have through life.
Whoa, nice.
Very
Well
nice.
done.
Thank you.
The best advice my mother ever gave me was don't be afraid to be wrong. Because most of us usually will be.
My mother was not around long enough to actually give me advice that I could remember, but I did have a wonderful surrogate mother.
Not me.
To believe in myself. That was the first important thing she taught me. But secondly, she taught me that life is always good, no matter how bad it is, and that if you just trust and believe and persevere, everything can turn around.
Well, tomorrow will be the fulfillment of all those dreams that you have so patiently waited for. Tomorrow at my house, surrounded by all of the people that love you, you're going to truly understand why it was so important for you to hope against hope for so long. Right? Because tomorrow, things will be again as they should have always been. And you'll have your happily ever after. To see the joy in you, in your eyes, to know how happy you are. Ah, honey, that makes me happy because you deserve another chance with Ridge. And remember the last time that you and Ridge tried to get married? Somebody interrupted that ceremony, right?
God,
Brooke came
no.
galloping
Forget.
in on a horse. Well,
Yeah,
she's not going to do that tomorrow, believe me. Tomorrow, you and Ridge are going to be married. For sure.